Good evening, my friends, my fellow seekers, my brothers and sisters in this grand journey of life. I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude, a mind brimming with possibility, and a soul ignited by the infinite potential that resides within each and every one of you. Tonight, we gather under the banner of a profound truth, the universe within, secrets to alignment and manifestation. This is not just a title, not just a phrase. It's a call to awaken, to step into your power, and to create a life that reflects the deepest desires of your soul. Let me begin by saying this: you are not separate from the universe. You are not a mere speck floating aimlessly in a vast, indifferent cosmos. No, my friends, you are the universe. Every thought you think, every feeling you feel, every action you take is a vibration that ripples out into the eternal fabric of existence. The universe is not out there. It's in here. It's in your heart, your mind, your spirit. And when you align with that inner universe, when you tap into its infinite wisdom and power, you unlock the secrets to manifesting a life of purpose, joy, and abundance. The power of the universe within. Let's start with a fundamental truth. You are a divine being. You are not just a body, not just a collection of experiences or circumstances. You are a spark of the divine, a co-creator with the infinite intelligence that flows through all things. The same energy that spins the galaxies, that blooms the flowers, that moves the tides. It flows through you. And when you recognize this, when you embrace it, you begin to see that you have the power to shape your reality. But here's the catch. Most of us have forgotten this truth. We've been conditioned to believe that life happens to us, that we're victims of circumstance, limited by our past, our environment, or our resources. We've been taught to look outside ourselves for answers, to seek validation from others, to chase external markers of success, to wait for permission to live the life we dream of. But I'm here to tell you, the answers are not out there. The power is not out there. The universe is within you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. So, how do we do that? How do we align with this inner universe and manifest the life we were born to live? It begins with three key principles: awareness, alignment, and action. These are the secrets, the sacred keys to unlocking your potential and creating a life of meaning and fulfillment. Let's explore them together. Awareness, knowing who you truly are. The first step to manifestation is awareness. You cannot create what you desire if you don't know who you are. And I don't mean your name, your job, your roles, or your responsibilities. I mean the essence of you, the eternal, infinite being that exists beyond the labels, beyond the stories, beyond the limitations you've placed on yourself. Take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you need to. Ask yourself, who am I, really? Strip away the titles, the achievements, the mistakes, the fears. What's left? I'll tell you what's left. Pure consciousness, pure love, pure potential. You are a being of light, connected to the infinite source of all creation. And when you become aware of this truth, everything changes. Awareness is about waking up to your divine nature. It's about recognizing that your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions are not just random occurrences. They are the building blocks of your reality. Every thought you think sends a signal to the universe saying, "This is what I believe is possible." Every emotion you feel amplifies that signal, drawing experiences into your life that match its frequency. If you believe you're unworthy, you'll attract experiences that reinforce that belief. If you believe you're capable of greatness, the universe will conspire to make it so. But awareness goes deeper than just your thoughts. It's about understanding your connection to the whole. You are not an isolated island. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of energy. Your actions affect others. Your thoughts influence the collective consciousness. When you raise your vibration, when you choose love over fear, You're not just changing your life, you're changing the world. So, how do you cultivate awareness? It starts with mindfulness. Take time each day to quiet your mind, to listen to the whispers of your soul. Meditate, journal, pray. Whatever practice resonates with you, ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Are these thoughts and feelings aligned with the life I want to create? If they're not, don't judge yourself. Simply notice and choose again. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Alignment, tuning into your inner frequency once you've awakened to who you are. The next step is alignment. Alignment is about tuning your inner frequency to match the life you want to manifest. Think of yourself as a radio station. If you want to pick up the signal for joy, abundance, and purpose, you have to tune into that frequency. You can't expect to receive a clear signal if you're stuck on static. What does it mean to align? It means living in harmony with your highest self. It means making choices that reflect your deepest values, your truest desires. It means letting go of the things that pull you out of alignment, fear, doubt, resentment, comparison, and embracing the things that bring you closer to your truth. Love, gratitude, faith, and trust. Let me share a story with you. Years ago, I met a woman named Sarah who felt stuck in every area of her life. Her job drained her, her relationships were strained, and she felt like she was just going through the motions. She came to one of my talks and said, "Wayne, I want to manifest a better life, but I don't even know where to start." I asked her, "What would you do if you weren't afraid? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you create?" She paused, and then her eyes lit up. "I'd start my own business," she said. "I'd open a bakery and share my love of baking with the world." But Sarah was terrified. She didn't have the money, the experience, or the confidence. She was tuned into the frequency of fear. So we worked together to shift her alignment. She started small, meditating every morning, visualizing her bakery, feeling the joy of creating something meaningful. She began to replace thoughts of "I can't" with "I am capable." She let go of the need for external validation and trusted the universe within her. Within a year, Sarah had saved enough to open a small bakery. Today, her business thrives not because she forced it, but because she aligned with her inner truth. Alignment is about trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. It's about letting go of the need to control every detail and instead surrendering to the flow of life. When you're aligned, you don't have to chase your dreams. They come to you. The right people, opportunities, and resources show up at the right time because you're vibrating at the frequency of possibility. How do you align? Start by getting clear on what you want, not what society tells you to want, not what your parents or your peers expect, just what you want. Write it down, visualize it, feel it as if it's already yours. Then take a look at your life. Are your habits, your relationships, your environment supporting that vision? If not, make changes. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Create a space that inspires you. Fill your mind with thoughts that empower you. Align every part of your being with the life you're calling in. Action, co-creating with the universe, awareness and alignment are powerful, but they're not enough on their own. The third key to manifestation is action. You are a co-creator with the universe, which means you have a role to play. The universe will meet you halfway, but you have to take the first step. Now, let me be clear. Action doesn't mean forcing or struggling. It doesn't mean hustling until you're exhausted or trying to control every outcome. Inspired action flows naturally when you're aligned. It feels effortless, joyful, purposeful. It's the kind of action that comes from a place of trust, not desperation. Think about it like planting a seed. You don't dig up the seed every day to check if it's growing. You plant it, water it, give it sunlight, and trust that it will bloom in its own time. manifestation is the same. You set your intention, you align your energy, and then you take small, consistent steps toward your goal, trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes. Let's go back to Sarah and her bakery. Once she aligned with her vision, she didn't just sit back and wait for a miracle. She took action. She enrolled in a business course. She saved money. She tested recipes and shared them with friends. Each step was a signal to the universe. I'm ready. I'm committed. I'm in. And the universe responded, bringing her the resources, the customers, the opportunities she needed. What actions can you take today? Maybe it's writing that book you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's having a conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's signing up for a class, starting a meditation practice, or simply saying yes to an opportunity that scares you. Whatever it is, take the step. The universe is waiting to meet you. Overcoming obstacles, the power of belief. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Wayne, this sounds great, but what about the obstacles? What about the setbacks, the doubts, the fears? My friends, obstacles are not roadblocks. They're opportunities. They're invitations to grow, to deepen your faith, to strengthen your alignment. The biggest obstacle you'll ever face is your own mind. Your doubts, your fears, your limiting beliefs, they're the only things standing between you and the life you want. But here's the good news. You have the power to change your mind. You have the power to choose a new belief, a new story, a new reality. When I was a young man, I faced my share of challenges. I grew up in foster homes, struggled with self-doubt, and faced rejection after rejection. But I made a decision. I would not let my past define my future. I chose to believe in my potential, to align with my purpose, and to take action toward my dreams. And every time I hit a roadblock, I reminded myself, this is not the end. This is a chance to grow stronger. You too have that power. When fear creeps in, acknowledge it, but don't let it drive. When doubt whispers, you're not enough, respond with, I am more than enough. When life throws you a curveball, see it as a redirection, not a rejection. The universe is always working for your highest good, even when it doesn't feel like it. The ripple effect, manifesting for the greater good. As we talk about manifestation, let's not forget the bigger picture. Your dreams, your desires, your purpose, they're not just about you. When you align with the universe within, you become a force for good in the world. Your joy, your success, your love, it ripples out, touching the lives of everyone around you. Imagine a United States where every person is living in alignment with their highest self. Imagine communities filled with people who are awake, aware, and inspired to create. Imagine a nation where love, compassion, and creativity are the driving forces, where we lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. That's the power of the universe within, not just to transform your life, but to transform the world. So I challenge you, dream big, not just for yourself, but for the collective. What legacy do you want to leave? What impact do you want to make? Whether it's starting a business, writing a book, healing a relationship, or simply spreading kindness, your actions matter. Your vibration matters. You are a co-creator not just of your life, but of the future of this nation, this planet, this universe. Practical steps to manifestation. Let's get practical for a moment. I want to leave you with a simple, step-by-step process to start manifesting your dreams today. This is a roadmap you can return to whenever you need guidance. 1. Get clear on your vision. Write down what you want to manifest. Be specific, but don't get caught up in the how. Focus on the what and the why. Why does this matter to you? How will it feel when it's yours? 2. Align your energy. Spend time each day tuning into the frequency of your desire. Meditate, visualize, affirm. Feel the emotions of having what you want. Joy, gratitude, excitement. Let those emotions guide you. 3. Release resistance. Let go of doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. If they arise, don't fight them, observe them, thank them for their input, and choose a new thought. Replace I can't with I am. 4. Take inspired action. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to move you forward. Trust your intuition to guide you. 5. Surrender and trust. Once you've set your intention and taken action, let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf. Be open to receiving in unexpected ways. 6. Celebrate the journey. Every step you take is a victory. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Gratitude amplifies your manifestation power. A call to action for the United States, my friends. As I look out at this sea of beautiful souls, I see the future of America. I see a nation of dreamers, creators, and change makers. I see a people ready to step into their power, to align with their purpose, to manifest a world of love, unity, and possibility. The United States is at a crossroads. We face challenges, division, uncertainty, fear, but we also have an opportunity. An opportunity to choose love over hate, unity over separation, possibility over limitation, and it starts with you. It starts with the universe within you. So I ask you, what will you create? What will you manifest? Will you choose to live from fear, or will you choose to live from love? Will you stay stuck in the old stories, or will you write a new one? The power is yours. The universe is within you, and the time is now. As you leave here tonight, carry this truth with you. You are enough. You are capable. You are divine. Align with that truth. Take action from that place and watch the miracles unfold. The universe is not out there. It's in here. And it's waiting for you to say, I'm ready. Keynotes or points for remember of this speech are 1. Universe within 2. Awareness 3. Alignment 4. Manifestation 5. Inspired action 1. Universe within, my dear friends. When I speak of the universe within, I'm inviting you to recognize the most profound truth about your existence. You are not separate from the infinite, divine intelligence that governs all creation. The universe is not some distant external force. It's right here inside you, pulsing through your heart, your mind, your soul. This is the foundation of everything I teach, the cornerstone of your power to create a life of purpose, joy, and abundance. Let me take you deeper into this concept, because understanding the universe within is the key to unlocking your limitless potential. The universe within is the recognition that you are a spark of the divine, a fragment of the same energy that spins the galaxies, blooms the flowers, and moves the tides. You are not just a body, not just a collection of experiences or circumstances. You are a co-creator with the infinite intelligence of the cosmos. This truth is both humbling and empowering. It means that the same creative force that birthed the stars flows through you, and you have the ability to harness it to shape your reality. When I say the universe is within you, I'm not speaking metaphorically. I'm speaking of a literal, energetic connection between your inner world and the outer world. For the people of the United States, this idea is particularly resonant. We live in a nation built on the belief that individuals can shape their own destinies, that with vision and effort we can create something extraordinary. But too often we look outside ourselves for that power, to our jobs, our bank accounts, our leaders, or our circumstances. The universe within reminds us that the true source of power lies within. It's in your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your choices. Every thought you think sends a vibration into the universe, a signal that says, "This is what I believe is possible." Every emotion you feel amplifies that signal, drawing experiences into your life that match its frequency. This is why I say that you are not just in the universe. You are the universe. But here's where it gets challenging. Most of us have forgotten this truth. We've been conditioned to believe we're small, limited, separate. We've been taught to seek validation from external sources, to chase success, approval, or security in the material world. This is a trap. The moment you place your power outside yourself, you disconnect from the universe within. You start living from a place of lack, fear, and limitation, and your life begins to reflect those vibrations. But when you reconnect with the universe within, everything changes. You realize that you are enough, you are whole, you are capable of creating anything you desire, because the infinite intelligence of the universe is your birthright. So, how do we access this universe within? It begins with stillness. In our fast-paced, achievement-driven culture, we rarely take time to pause and listen to the wisdom within us. But that wisdom is always there, whispering through your intuition, your dreams, your moments of inspiration. Take time each day to be still, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in nature. Ask yourself, what does my soul want to express? What is my deepest truth? The answers will come, not as loud declarations, but as quiet nudges, gentle feelings, or sudden insights. For Americans, this practice is a radical act of self-empowerment. In a society that often measures worth by productivity or external success, choosing to connect with the universe within is a declaration of independence. It's saying, I don't need the world to tell me who I am. I am a divine being, and my power comes from within. This is not about rejecting the external world. It's about recognizing that the external is a reflection of the internal. When you align your inner universe with love, gratitude, and possibility, the outer world begins to shift to match that vibration. Let me share a story to illustrate this. I once met a man in Chicago, a factory worker named Tom, who felt trapped in a life of monotony. He believed his circumstances defined him, his job, his bills, his past mistakes, but during one of my workshops he began to explore the universe within. He started meditating, reflecting on his deepest desires, and reconnecting with a childhood dream of becoming a teacher. By tuning into his inner universe, he discovered a wellspring of courage and clarity. Within 2 years, Tom had enrolled in night school, earned his teaching degree, and was inspiring students in a classroom of his own. His external world changed because he first changed his internal world. The universe within is not just about personal transformation. It's about collective transformation. When you align with your inner truth, you raise your vibration, and that vibration ripples out to your family, your community, your nation. Imagine a United States where every person is connected to their universe within. Imagine the creativity, the compassion, the unity we could create. This is the power you hold, my friends. You are not just individuals. You are interconnected expressions of the divine, co-creating a world that reflects the beauty within. So, I urge you, embrace the universe within. Trust that you are a divine being with infinite potential. Let go of the need to seek power outside yourself. Tune into the wisdom, the love, the creativity that resides within you. When you do, you'll find that the universe is not out there. It's in here, and it's waiting for you to claim it. 2. Awareness, my friends, is the first step on the journey to manifesting the life you were born to live. It's the act of waking up to who you truly are. A divine being, a co-creator with the universe, a spark of infinite intelligence. Without awareness, you're like a ship adrift at sea, tossed by the waves of circumstance. But with awareness, you become the captain, steering your life toward purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Let me share with you what awareness means and why it's so vital for every one of you here in the United States. Awareness is about seeing yourself clearly, not through the lens of your ego, your fears, or society's expectations, but through the lens of truth. It's about recognizing that you are more than your body, your job, your roles, or your past. You are a soul, an eternal essence connected to the infinite source of all creation. This awareness is not something you achieve once and for all. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice to stay awake to your divine nature. In America, we live in a culture that often distracts us from this truth. We're bombarded with messages telling us we're not enough, not successful enough, not wealthy enough, not perfect enough. We're encouraged to chase external markers of worth, to measure our value by what we own or achieve. But awareness cuts through this noise. It reminds you that your worth is inherent, that you are already whole, already divine. When you become aware of this, you stop seeking validation from the outside world and start trusting the wisdom within. Awareness is also about noticing your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. Your thoughts are not random. They're powerful signals that shape your reality. Every thought you think is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. If you're constantly thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," you're painting a picture of limitation. But if you become aware of those thoughts and choose new ones, "I am capable," "I am worthy," you begin to create a masterpiece of possibility. Let me tell you about a woman named Lisa, a single mother from Texas, who attended one of my seminars. Lisa was struggling with self-doubt, believing she could never escape her financial struggles or provide a better life for her children. During our time together, I guided her to practice awareness. She began to notice her thoughts, the constant loop of fear and scarcity, and she realized how they were keeping her stuck. Through mindfulness and journaling, she started to shift her focus to thoughts of gratitude and possibility. She became aware of her inner strength, her resilience, her divine spark. Within months, Lisa had found a better job, moved her family to a safer neighborhood, and was radiating confidence. Awareness changed her life because it changed her mind. For the people of the United States, awareness is a revolutionary act. In a nation where we're often divided by politics, race, or ideology, awareness reminds us of our shared divinity. When you become aware of your own infinite nature, you begin to see it in others. You realize that we're all connected, all part of the same universal energy. This awareness fosters compassion, unity, and love, qualities that are desperately needed in our world today. How do you cultivate awareness? It starts with presence. Take time each day to be still, to listen to your inner voice. Meditation is a powerful tool. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment. Journaling is another. Write down what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're grateful for. Prayer, walks in nature, or even a moment of silence before a meal can help you tune into your inner truth. The key is to create space for awareness, to step away from the distractions of daily life and reconnect with your soul. Awareness also means taking responsibility for your reality. This can be challenging because it requires you to own your thoughts and their consequences. If you're experiencing lack, ask yourself, what beliefs am I holding on to? If you're stuck in conflict, ask, what energy am I putting out into the world? This isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. When you become aware of your role as a co-creator, you gain the power to change your life. In the context of America today, awareness is a call to rise above fear and division. It's a reminder that you have the power to shape not just your own life, but the future of this nation. When you're aware of your divine nature, you're less likely to judge others, to live from fear, or to feel powerless. You become a beacon of light, inspiring those around you to awaken as well. So, my friends, choose awareness. Wake up to who you are. Notice your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. See them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to align with your highest self. When you live from a place of awareness, you tap into the infinite wisdom of the universe within, and you begin to create a life and a world that reflects your deepest truth. 3. Alignment, my beloved friends, is the sacred act of tuning your inner world to the frequency of your dreams. It's about harmonizing your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you want to create. When you're in alignment, you're like a radio tuned to a clear signal, receiving the guidance, opportunities, and miracles the universe has in store for you. For the people of the United States, alignment is a powerful tool for transforming your life and contributing to a more harmonious nation. Let me guide you through what alignment means and how to embody it. Alignment is about living in congruence with your highest self, the part of you that is connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe. It's not about forcing or struggling to achieve your goals. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts those goals. Think of it like a musician tuning an instrument. If the strings are out of tune, the music is discordant. But when the strings are perfectly aligned, the music flows effortlessly, beautifully. Your life is the same. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions are aligned with your deepest desires, your life becomes a symphony of purpose and joy. In America, we often equate success with hard work, hustle, and external achievement. But alignment teaches us a different way. It's not about doing more, it's about being more. It's about embodying the energy of what you want to create. If you want love, be loving. If you want abundance, feel abundant. If you want peace, cultivate peace within. When you align your inner state with your outer vision, the universe responds, bringing you the people, resources, and opportunities that match your vibration. Let me share a story to bring this to life. I once met a young man named Michael, an aspiring artist from California. Michael had a dream of sharing his paintings with the world, but he was stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and fear of failure. He believed he had to struggle to succeed, that his art wasn't good enough. During one of my workshops, we worked on alignment. Michael began to visualize himself as a successful artist, feeling the joy and gratitude of sharing his work. He let go of thoughts like "I'm not talented enough" and replaced them with "my art is a gift to the world." He aligned his daily habits with his vision, painting every day, sharing his work online, connecting with other artists. Within a year, Michael's paintings were featured in a local gallery, and his career was taking off. Alignment didn't just change his mindset, it changed his reality. Alignment requires clarity. You have to know what you want, not what society expects, not what your family wants for you, but what you truly desire. Take time to get quiet and ask, what does my soul long for? Write it down, visualize it. Feel it as if it's already yours. This clarity helps you tune into the frequency of your desire. But alignment also requires letting go of what pulls you out of tune: fear, resentment, comparison, or attachment to outcomes. These are like static on your radio signal, blocking the flow of the universe's gifts. For Americans, alignment is a call to rise above the noise of our culture. We live in a time of division where fear and judgment often dominate the conversation. But when you align with your highest self, you choose love over fear, unity over separation, possibility over limitation. You become a force for healing, not just in your own life, but in your community, your nation. Imagine a United States where people are aligned with their purpose, living from a place of authenticity and compassion. That's the world we can create when we align. How do you practice alignment? Start with your thoughts. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be your greatest obstacle. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Are your thoughts aligned with your vision, or are they rooted in doubt? Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. If you want to manifest a new career, don't think, "I'm not qualified." Think, "I am ready to learn and grow." Next, align your emotions. Emotions are the fuel of manifestation. Feel the joy, gratitude, or excitement of having what you desire. Finally, align your actions. Make choices that reflect your vision, sir. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Create a space that inspires you. Take steps that move you closer to your goal. Alignment is also about surrender. Once you've set your intention and aligned your energy, let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf. This can be hard in a culture that values control and certainty, but surrender is where the magic happens. When you trust the process, you open yourself to possibilities you couldn't have imagined. My friends, alignment is your birthright. It's the key to living a life of ease, flow, and abundance. When you align with the universe within, you become a magnet for miracles. So, tune your inner frequency, live from your truth, and watch as the universe conspires to make your dreams a reality. 4. Manifestation, my dear friends, is the art of bringing your dreams into reality, of transforming the invisible desires of your heart into the visible experiences of your life. It's not magic, though it may feel like it. It's not wishful thinking, though it begins with a vision. Manifestation is the natural outcome of aligning your inner world with the infinite intelligence of the universe. For the people of the United States, manifestation is a call to step into your power as co-creators and build a life and a nation that reflects your highest aspirations. Let me share the essence of manifestation and how you can harness it. Manifestation is the process by which your thoughts, emotions, and actions shape your reality. It's based on a simple principle: the universe responds to your energy. Every thought you think, every feeling you feel, every choice you make sends a vibration into the cosmos, and the universe mirrors that vibration back to you. If you vibrate at the frequency of fear, lack, or doubt, you'll attract experiences that match those energies. But if you vibrate at the frequency of love, abundance, and possibility, you'll draw those experiences into your life. This is the law of attraction, the law of creation, the law of the universe within. In America, we're a nation of dreamers. From the pioneers who crossed the continent to the innovators who built industries, we've always believed in the power to create something new. But manifestation takes this belief to a deeper level. It's not just about hard work or determination. It's about working in harmony with the universe. It's about recognizing that you don't have to force your dreams into existence. You simply have to align with them and allow them to unfold. Let me tell you about a woman named Maria, a teacher from New York who dreamed of writing a novel. Maria had the story in her heart, but she was paralyzed by fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear that her dream was too big. During one of my retreats, we explored manifestation. Maria learned to set a clear intention to write a novel that inspired others. She visualized herself holding the finished book, feeling the pride and joy of sharing it with the world. She aligned her energy by replacing thoughts of "I'm not a writer" with "I am a storyteller." She took inspired action, writing for an hour each morning, joining a writer's group, submitting her manuscript. Within 2 years, Maria's novel was published, touching the lives of thousands. Her dream became reality because she trusted the process of manifestation. Manifestation begins with clarity. You have to know what you want. Not what society expects, not what looks good on paper, but what sets your soul on fire. Take time to get quiet and ask, what do I truly desire? Write it down in vivid detail. See it, feel it, believe it's already yours. This is your intention, the seed you're planting in the fertile soil of the universe. Next, you must align your energy with that intention. Your thoughts and emotions are the water and sunlight that help the seed grow. If you plant the seed of a dream but water it with doubt or fear, it won't flourish. But if you nurture it with faith, gratitude, and excitement, it will take root and bloom. Practice affirmations, visualize your goal, and cultivate the emotions of having it now. When you feel the joy of your dream, you're sending a powerful signal to the universe. I'm ready for this. Action is the bridge between your inner world and the outer world. Manifestation isn't about sitting back and waiting for miracles. It's about co-creating with the universe. Take small, inspired steps toward your goal. If you want to start a business, research your idea. If you want to improve your health, take a walk today. These actions don't have to be perfect. They just have to move you forward. The universe will meet you halfway, bringing you the opportunities and resources you need. For Americans, manifestation is a call to reclaim our creative power. In a time of uncertainty, it's easy to feel powerless, to believe that our dreams are out of reach. But manifestation reminds us that we are never powerless. We are co-creators, capable of shaping our lives and our nation. Whether you're manifesting a new career, a loving relationship, or a more united country, the process is the same. Set your intention, align your energy, take action, and trust the universe. Surrender is a crucial part of manifestation. Once you've done your part, let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf, often in ways you can't yet see. This surrender is not about giving up. It's about having faith that everything is unfolding perfectly. My friends, manifestation is your birthright. It's the power to create a life that reflects your deepest truth. So, dream boldly, align with your vision, take action with faith, and trust that the universe within is guiding you toward a reality more beautiful than you can imagine. 5. Inspired action, my friends, is the spark that brings your dreams to life. It's the bridge between the inner world of your intentions and the outer world of your reality. Unlike ordinary action, which can feel forced or driven by fear, inspired action flows naturally from a place of alignment, trust, and joy. It's the kind of action that feels effortless, purposeful, and guided by the infinite wisdom of the universe within. For the people of the United States, inspired action is a call to step boldly toward your dreams, knowing that the universe is your partner in creation. Inspired action is not about hustling or grinding until you're exhausted. It's not about chasing goals out of desperation or trying to control every outcome. Instead, it's about listening to the nudges of your intuition, trusting the guidance of your inner wisdom, and taking steps that feel right in your soul. When you're aligned with your highest self, you don't have to force things to happen. The right actions present themselves, and you feel compelled to take them, not out of obligation, but out of excitement and faith. Think of inspired action like planting a garden. You don't dig up the seeds every day to check if they're growing. You plant them, water them, and trust the process. Inspired action is the watering and tending, the small, consistent steps that show the universe you're serious about your intention. It's about showing up, saying yes to opportunities, and moving forward with confidence even when you don't have all the answers. Let me share a story about a man named James, a veteran from Ohio who wanted to start a nonprofit to help other veterans. James had the passion but felt overwhelmed by the logistics. Funding, paperwork, outreach. During one of my talks, we discussed inspired action. James realized he didn't need to have everything figured out. He just needed to take the next step. He started by researching nonprofit regulations, then reached out to a local veterans group. Each step felt guided, as if the universe was opening doors. Within a year, James's nonprofit was serving dozens of veterans, providing resources and community. His inspired action, rooted in alignment, turned his vision into reality. For Americans, inspired action is a powerful antidote to the fear and uncertainty that can hold us back. In a culture that often glorifies busyness, we can get caught up in doing for the sake of doing. But inspired action is different. It's purposeful, meaningful, and aligned with your soul's calling. It's about quality, not quantity. It's about taking steps that feel like an extension of your inner truth, not a reaction to external pressure. How do you take inspired action? First, you must be in alignment. This means clarifying your intention and tuning your thoughts and emotions to match it. Spend time visualizing your goal, feeling the emotions of having it, and affirming your readiness. Then, listen for the nudges. Inspired action often comes as a quiet knowing, an idea that pops into your mind, a conversation that sparks excitement, an opportunity that feels like it was meant for you. Trust these signs. They're the universe guiding you. Next, take the step. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to move you forward. If you want to write a book, write one page. If you want to start a business, make one phone call. If you want to heal a relationship, send one kind message. These small actions, when taken from a place of alignment, are like ripples in a pond, creating waves of change that grow over time. Inspired action also requires courage. In America, we're taught to value independence and resilience, but we're not always taught to trust our intuition. Taking inspired action means stepping into the unknown, trusting that the universe has your back. It means saying yes to opportunities that scare you, knowing that fear is just a sign you're growing. When you act from inspiration, you're not alone. The universe is your partner, guiding you toward your highest good. The beauty of inspired action is that it creates a feedback loop. Each step you take strengthens your alignment, which leads to more inspiration, which leads to more action. It's a cycle of co-creation that builds momentum, bringing your dreams closer with every step. And as you act, you inspire others. Your courage, your faith, your commitment to your vision, it ripples out, touching your family, your community, your nation. For the United States, inspired action is a call to build a better future. Whether you're manifesting a personal dream or contributing to a more united, compassionate country, your actions matter. Every step you take from a place of alignment is a step toward a world that reflects the beauty of the universe within. So, listen to your intuition, trust the process, take the next step, and know that with every inspired action you're co-creating a life and a nation of infinite possibility. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for your courage, your light, your presence. Together, let's create a world that reflects the beauty of the universe within. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the infinite potential within us all.